Okay, so the UFC is back this weekend, and we have a very good card in Atlanta. I want to say this is in Atlanta. Yes, in Atlanta, Georgia. Uh, yeah, we got UFC Fight Night Usman versus Buckley. So without further ado, let's get into the fight. First fight of the night, we have Vanessa Demopoulos versus Jamie Lynn Horf. I'm going with Jamie Lynn Horf because Vanessa Demopoulos is quite literally a robbery merchant. Every win she has is a robbery. Robbery, robbery, robbery. She is not going to get a robbery here. Well, she might. I've probably just jinxed it here. But I don't think she'll get a robbery. I think she'll get beaten up. Horf isn't bad. Uh, she's not that bad. She's coming off a loss to Miranda Maverick, but it's Miranda Maverick. She's very good. Okay, she's not great, but she's better than Vanessa Demopoulos. Let's just say that. Then moving on up, we have Phil Rowe versus Angelusa. This is a very interesting fight. Now, I think Phil Rowe isn't very good, but he is long. That could give Angelusa some problems. But I also think Angelusa can just wrestle him. If he really goes for that approach here, I think he can just take down Phil Rowe and hold him there. I also think Phil Rowe's a bit chinny. He's hurtable. I don't think Phil Rowe's that great. I mean, to be fair, he lost to Gabe Green, who's a very similar fighter to Angelusa. Like, stylistically, Gabe Green is like same length, I think. Obviously, he's a lightweight, though he's a bit smaller. Like, he's got a 73-inch reach. I think Angelusa actually has a 74-inch reach. So I actually think Angelusa can break Phil Rowe here, so I'm going to go Angelusa. I always pick him because he had that fight with Jack Del Metalino. It was very competitive, and I got to stop picking him because he isn't that great. I think it was just, that was Jack a bit greener. But I do think he is good enough to beat Phil Rowe. I just have a habit of picking Angelusa, but I think this is actually a very good matchup for him. Then we have Ricky Simone versus Charles Jourdain. I was about to say Charles Johnson. I am going to go with Charles Jourdain here. I really liked what I've seen out of him in that Victor Henry fight. The Gene Silver fight, not bad in hindsight. Sean Woodson is an abomination. He's massive. He shouldn't be fighting in that weight class. And he arguably beat Shane Burgos on damage, who's he's a big guy for the featherweight division. And now he's a bantamweight. I really like him at this weight class. I think it's a good weight class for him. Ricky Simone is like a big bantamweight, good grappler. But I don't know, I think Charles Jourdain is going to be able to piece him up here. So I'm going to go Charles Jourdain as an underdog. This could age really badly. Then we have Cody Durden versus Jose Ochoa. Why are they doing this to me? Why? They're giving me all these underdogs. It's going to age really badly, isn't it? He's coming off the Joshua Van fight, but before that, he ninja choked Matt Schnell. Looked very good against Bruno Silva. We don't really know much about this Jose guy. Like, yeah, he had a competitive fight with Lona Kavanagh, but this is a tough one. He's Peruvian as well. The Peruvian level of comp isn't the best. Oh, this is actually a very annoying matchup for me to break down. This is actually annoying me. Because I thought I went in here, like, the majority of people are picking Durden. And I agree with it. I do think Durden can just wrestle him. But he could just get ninja choked. He could just get subbed. But I gotta trust in Cody Durden. He's not that bad. He beat Charles Johnson. I'm going Cody Durden, veteran savvy. But it's a close fight. Then we have Malcolm Wellmaker. Okay, here's a good matchup. This is a good one. Malcolm Wellmaker is going to knock out Chris Matinho. Matinho's tough. He's on a win streak now after being cut from the UFC. He's now back in the UFC. And they're actually a very similar age, which is crazy when you think about it. But I just know Matinho is going to get chinned. This Wellmaker guy's got some different level power. Like, look at the way he did Cameron Simon. Like, Peyton Talbot kneed him in the fucking head and he didn't knock him out with that. But Wellmaker just lands it's like fucking Alex Pereira type power at fucking bantamweight. So I'm going to say Malcolm Wellmaker by KO. It'll be interesting to look at UFC prediction tracker and see if anyone picks Chris Moutinho, because I just can't believe anybody will. Michael Chiesa versus Court McGee. I'm going to go with Michael Chiesa to win this. Court McGee is good. He's strong. But I don't think Michael Chiesa is better. He's younger. He's not that much younger when you think about it. But I do think he'll win this. He's been on a good run. I mean, not against the greatest guys. Like, watch Tony Ferguson. And he also fought Max Griffin. But I think Max Griffin's like a tougher fighter than Court McGee. So I'm going to go Michael Chiesa to get this one done over Court McGee. But Court McGee's tough. Did beat Ramiz Brahimash by domination. He has beat Robert Whittaker in the past. But I think Michael Chiesa will get this one done. Then we have Paul Craig versus Rodolfo Bellato. I picked Bellato when this first happened. I'm going to pick Bellato again. He's just a very physical guy, good takedown defense. You don't really need great takedown defense to beat Paul Craig. You just need to have a above average IQ. And I'm sure Bellato has a good IQ, I'd hope. Because you just don't jump in his guard. You stay on the feet, you're going to knock Paul Craig out. So I'm going to go Rodolfo Bellato. Now we have Omar Sy versus Alonzo Menifield. I'm going to go Omar Sy to get this one done. 11-fight winning streak. Destroyed Tuko Tokos in the first round. Beat Dawoon Jung in 2024. Wow, I didn't realize Jung was still in the UFC at that point. But yeah, I'm going to go Omar Sy to get this one done. I think he'll be able to submit Alonzo Menifield. Menifield's tough, he's powerful, but I reckon Sy will be able to win. I didn't think Menifield won his last fight, to be honest with you guys. I thought that Julius Walker beat him, but it was close. I think Omar Sy will be a bit of a better version of Walker, so I'm going to go him to win. Then we have Cody Brundage versus Mansour Abdul Malik. I'm going Mansour Abdul Malik. I don't rate Cody Brundage. I know he won his last fight. I still don't rate him. He's very chinnable. He's got quitter in him. And this is just like, I don't think Mansour Abdul Malik is all that either. I don't think this guy's going to go on to be like champion or anything like that. I just think he's like maybe a more well-polished version of Abdul Razak Al Hassan. But I think he'll win. Like, we've seen Abdul Razak Al Hassan was on his way to beating Cody Brundage, but he did a bunch of naughty back of the head shots. Naughty. And that's why he lost. So I'm going to say that Mansour Abdel Razik knocks him out. Then we have Cody Garbrandt versus Ronnie Barcelos. Oh, no. I can't do it. Am I gonna do it? He's gonna do it. I'm gonna pick Cody Garbrandt. I think Cody Garbrandt is gonna beat Barcelos. He didn't look that bad against Davison Figueiredo, okay? He didn't look that bad. I think this is going to be one of those fights where people are like, oh, okay, maybe Peyton Talbot just wasn't all that. Like, I don't think Barcelos is having a fucking career resurgence at 38 years of age. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got one win, I think. He's on a one. No, he got 2 wins, but like one of those wins is Christian Quinones. He was losing to Quinones, okay? Before he got that submission, he was literally down 2 rounds to Quinones. Peyton Talbot, he just wrestled fuck, but Cody Garbrandt has really good takedown defense. I'm getting very passionate about this pick. Cody Garbrandt is going to beat Barcelos. I really do think this, because this is a very good stylistic matchup for him. Barcelos isn't like a super powerful guy. You know, he's got good striking, but he's chinnable. He got knocked out by Umar Nurmagomedov, who doesn't really have much power. You know, he's got a few grounded pounds, finishes and all this, but I really do like Cody Garbrandt to get this one done. I think he's going to do this. Like, I'd imagine the majority of people are picking Barcelos. Okay, no, the majority are picking Garbrandt. Okay, so I'm not as smart as I thought I was. But I really do think Cody Garbrandt's going to win. Showed good takedown defense against Figueiredo. Only coming off 1 loss. You know, beat Kelleher, beat Trevin Jones. Completely forgot about the Kelleher fight, to be honest. I completely forgot, like, just the look of that fight in my mind. But then he lost to Davison Figueiredo, but he was piecing Figueiredo up in that fight. Like, he was doing very good in that fight. Like, very good. And and then Figueiredo got him with a submission. But on the feet, it was one-sided traffic from memory. Like, he didn't even get hurt in that fight, I don't think. I might be wrong. He got hit with some big shots, but didn't get hurt, which I really like to see from Garbrandt. He wasn't getting hurt there on the feet or anything crazy like that. Barcelos is older. He's going to be definitely slower. Cody Garbrandt's very fast. Garbrandt's been out for a while. He's been training at Extreme Couture. Cody Garbrandt's going to win this fight. He's going to... I think he might actually finish Ronnie Barcelos. So I'm going to go Cody Garbrandt to get this one done. Then we have Edmund Shabazian versus Andre Petroski. I'm going to go Edmund Shabazian. I think he's going to knock out Petroski. I don't think Petroski's like a cardio machine either. This isn't a fight where, if Edmund doesn't get it done straight away, here comes Petroski. He slows down as well. We've seen him have some really bad competitive fights with Wellington Turman. Michael Gilmore was like fucking piecing him up at points. We've seen him slow down. We've seen him be chinned a couple times. Like Michel Pereira just ran out there and destroyed him. Malkoun knocked him out with his hip. I see Edmund Shabazian knocking him out. Shabazian had a good performance against Dylan Budka, who's just like a worse version of Petroski. And look, he got him out of there in a minute. Petroski is just like Dylan Budka, but he has an overhand. That's like pretty much it. Like he can land that big overhand, like that's like pretty much the matchup. Like that's the best way I can describe it. I think Edmund Shabazian is going to get this one done. Then we have Rose Namajunas versus Miranda Maverick. I'm going to go with Miranda Maverick to win this fight. I don't think Rose Namajunas has it anymore. I think her takedown defense is getting worse. I think Miranda Maverick has looked very good lately as well. She's got some very good wins. She's much younger. She's on got a lot of momentum. She lost to Jasmine Zudavicius, but that's not like a bad loss. She destroyed Jamie Lindhoff, beat Diana Barboza, Andrea Lee, Priscilla Cachoeira. So not like the greatest women by any means, but she's beat some pretty good competition. She should have beat Macy Barber. Yeah, I think Maverick is going to somehow get this done in very, very bad fashion. I think it's going to be like one of those fights where Rose is piecing her up a little bit, but she gets like takedowns, she holds her down, and yeah, I'm going to go Miranda Maverick. Then we have Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley. I'm going to go with Joaquin Buckley here. I think this is such a good stylistic matchup for him. Buckley, I'm not of the whole hype train of Buckley destroys everybody. I think Buckley's going to get badly chinned very soon. But I don't think it'll be against Usman. I think Usman, at this point in his career, he's been out for 2 years. He looked good against Hamza, but it's been 2 years. His knees are already fucking toast. And I just think that he can't get the takedowns on Buckley. I think Buckley's got very good takedown defense, good get-ups. On the feet, I just think he's going to land big shots. And I think he is going to be able to knock Usman out here. But it's a good fight. I am very interested to see. Maybe the jab can actually, hurt Buckley. Because Buckley, again, this is a guy who's been knocked out many, many times. Like, people keep saying, he's the nightmare for JDM. He's the nightmare for Ian Gary. I completely disagree. Chris Curtis knocked him out. Nasruddin Imavov didn't knock him out, but he did piece him up. Alessio Di Chirico knocked him out with a head kick. Kevin Olin knocked him out with a right cross. Jackie Gosh knocked him out, and that was at welterweight, so his chin isn't people are but that's just middleweight, he's not used to that middleweight power. He got knocked out by Jackie Gosh as well at welterweight, so he is chinnable at welterweight as well against smaller guys. So Buckley, I do see getting chinned at some point, but I don't think it'll be against Kamaru Usman. I think Kamaru Usman he's going to have to go wrestle heavy here. Now, he does have good cardio, but Buckley, I think, an underrated part of his game is his cardio as well. I think the cardio of Buckley is actually very good. He pushes a high pace. He's very, very muscly. He's a very muscly guy, but he does have, pretty decent cardio. He came on the strongest against Nasruddin Imavov in Paris in the third round when he was down 2. He came on very strong, and that's why people Imavov's not even that good because of Buckley. So Buckley is good. Buckley is powerful. Buckley might actually shoot takedowns here. He's very explosive. He's such a super athlete. But I think Buckley's going to knock out Usman. Maybe the first round we actually see Usman having some success with the jab. Maybe he hurts, like maybe he wobbles Buckley or something, but I think Buckley is going to put it on him. I think he's going to go body, 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 boom, boom, moving, pushing forward, body, body, then boom, shot upstairs. I think that's going to get Usman backing up a little bit. And once he has him backed against the fence, I think he'll be able to land a big shot and put out Kamaru Usman. But yeah, that's a shame that this is the end of Kamaru Usman's career. Hopefully, he just sticks around for the Bilal fight because I do want to see Kamaru Usman versus Bilal. That's just a fight we need to see. There's beef there. Bilal probably fighting Ian Gary next, but after Ian Gary beats him, if Ian Gary does beat him, then yeah, Kamaru Usman versus Bilal Muhammad makes a lot of sense to me. But yeah, Buckley is gonna be 12-4. Like this crazy guy got knocked out by Alessio Jacirico, a guy who got knocked out by Chris Curtis, a guy got knocked out by Jackie Gosh is potentially about to beat Kamaru Usman, one of the greatest welterweights of all time. What a fucking timeline we're in, huh? Like it's crazy. Like beating Wonderboy, Colby Covington, and Kamaru Usman back to back to back is like that is crazy. Now he's an old man. He is feasting on all the old men. Like Buckley isn't beating anyone in his prime or anyone who's not washed. So there's got to factor that in here. But he's just hunting down the old generation, you know. But I like it sounds fucked up, but I actually sort of like when fighters do this. You know, it's a good way to give back to the sport for the older guys. You know, sell your body to these guys, get beaten up, and help the next generation make a name for themselves. Obviously, it's not great for them physically or anything, but it is good for the sport. Unfortunately enough, that's just how the sport is. That's how the cookie crumbles. But I think Buckley's going to get this one done. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, put on notifications. I'll see you next time. Adios. Goodbye.